In 1853, transportation to Van Diemen's Land stopped. The last female convict transport ship was the Duchess of Northumberland. She arrived in April 1853 with 216 convicts on board. With transportation officially over, there was less need in the coming years for the establishment to remain the same size. Numbers of women convicts were rapidly declining. The system was winding down. In 1856, the factory's status changed, and it became a jail and house of correction under local authorities. Numbers continued to decline to a point that much of the establishment was not being used, so the government opened up the site for use by other institutions. Care needed to be provided for the disadvantaged, poor and unwell people, often the residue of the convict system. Across the late 1800s, the buildings here were recycled and reused as institutions for paupers, the chronically ill, the elderly, women giving birth to illegitimate children, the mentally unwell, and juvenile offenders. The Cascades Female Factory complex was subdivided and in 1905 auctioned by the government to private buyers. Since then, nearly all the buildings have been demolished, with a number of industrial buildings constructed across the site, including a winery, tennis courts, paint and fudge factories. In the early 1970s, Yard 1 was put up for sale. Thankfully, author and lecturer Kay Daniels and the Women's Electoral Lobby obtained a grant to buy the yard. Later, Yard 3 and the Matron's Quarters were also acquired. A group of passionate, dedicated volunteers cared for the site, and it was opened for tourists. In 2008, the state government purchased the remaining part of Yard 4 to form the historic site as it is today. By 2010, the Female Factory became a World Heritage Site, ensuring the protection of this place, these stories, and this history.